And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
We were gone for 2 weeks. We came back to major tech problems. It is The Bonfire, everybody. Fuck all that. We're live. Who gives a shit? We're back for your listening pleasure. Sirius XM Faction Talk 103. I'm Big J. Okerson. Robert Kelly, not here. He's in his second week of filming the pilot for Comedy Camp, which I can't hear from him at all because he's really off the grid, but I have to assume with the pack of people that are out there, it's not going great.
No, I mean, I have all the faith in the world into it, but I would have snuck like a satellite phone out there.
Something. It's just to really do it, I think some of them are going to crack. Everybody, that voice sitting in Bobby's chair today, we're going to be running with guest hosts all week, everybody. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Dad Meat Podcast. One of my favorite people in the world, the hilarious Tim Butterly sitting in.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me. What an honor. The tech issue is honestly grading my autism in a way that I don't know that I can we're
function.
Good? Oh, thank God.
We're back? Just like that, we're back?
It took everything in me to not like elbow everybody out of the way. It's never going to die in me, dude. The IT guy will live forever.
Follow the cords. Follow the cords. Follow the goddamn cords.
Move. No, move.
Poor Jim. Big Jim's in here.
I lived in that forever.
So this is what it's come to.
Big Jim is in here on the floor. Getting dirty
he got
with
it done. He got it done.
Right underneath Christine's console.
And I'm saying this is my area right now. We're in my world. I'm saying I have nothing but respect, dude. Way to get it done.
This whole thing is an HR nightmare.
Phenomenal.
And I'll try my best not to knock out one of these 1,000 cords that are exposed over here by my feet. I'll do my absolute best. That's my promise to Sirius XM. Thank you.
It's going to be awful when you start dancing and then there's sparks coming out of the floor. And
we haven't done a live show since before Skankfest, which was 2 weeks ago, which was crazy times. Another amazing festival. Is it our last time in Las Vegas? I don't know. Christ, everything in me hopes so.
God, please. God. Please, dude. I don't know if my soul or body could absorb another week of that.
I don't want to.
Please.
It's a great backdrop for the festival, but it's a lot, man. This year was the year I realized more than anything else that you can't escape loud music, most of all, and noise in any path involving the festival.
No.
Until you are in your hotel room, and then hopefully have blackout shades that don't show you like the city's electric.
There's a vector for every single window in every building to be blasted by a sound check for a music festival you would never in 1 million years attend. It is the bleakest. You're hanging on by a thread psychologically the entire time. It feels like you're inside of a gigantic slot machine, actually.
Yes. I think I have to guess, and this is probably common knowledge, but I'm just a dummy, is that it seems it's probably very purposefully done to disorient people when they're gambling, and there's just
which is crazy because
shit.
You look at the people that like respond to that and go, and it's like these people are disoriented on a good day.
They live their lives disoriented.
Yeah, all these like amputee immigrants are like hanging, like leave them alone, man.
There was I guess you'd say a half woman in one of the circles. I don't know if you saw that at all, Jacob.
Yes.
I don't understand
the circles,
the straight biology of it.
The circles, like the little
on
black
Fremont Street. Yeah.
Fremont, okay, yeah.
So every day, people, if you don't know, Fremont Street's the street that goes underneath the huge the overall, like the hood that has
the video
all the shit. Yeah, the video screen.
Which is crazy because it shows like a blue sky during the day. Like
yeah.
Like it's blocking out the beauty. Anyway,
and then
that's reflected on the streets below.
And then every 15 minutes it goes, the Katy Perry experience, and then just the whole screen becomes like this one it does it, or 3 Katy Perry songs, and it does it. That's the show. That's if you come to Fremont Street, like, oh, well, every half hour you'll catch the show. It's almost like the lights for Christmas over here. They do the show every like 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Yeah, except
they
it's the lights going out in your eyes.
It's but so they all get in there in the morning. I guess you have to put in for a lottery. Am I right, Christine? And
I thought it was first come, first serve.
No. You get assigned.
No, I think it's King of the Hill, actually. At any given time, you need to be prepared to defend your freak circle.
And I mean, everything from people making palm leaf art, where they're making like baskets, and it's almost like wow, that's pretty neat. And then someone else is just like, look, I only have half a body. Look.
But missing parts that you think a human being needs to keep going.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like
It's
a lower
like,
half.
It's
Yeah.
almost inspiring.
You don't have an ass.
she only
What
had
do you
enough.
do
She
to
had
it?
enough body. She had enough body to maybe have 3 ribs and a heart. There's nothing. There was definitely no intestines. It would be impossible. It was pretty crazy. But and then
That's the human will, man.
But then you'll see like a.
They said I'd never sit on the floor and let strangers throw piss-soaked coins at me. But look at me now.
But look at me now, motherfucker. There was one last year. My favorite guy was a guy just he had a sign in front of him that said, "I'm a vet." Thank you, Jim.
Way to go.
Big Jim gets it done.
He had a sign. He had a sign that said, "I'm a vet," and he just cracked a beer and sat there with his hand in his pocket and just stood there in front of a bucket and said, "I'm a veteran." And that was it. He wasn't going to do anything. He didn't want to talk or answer any
And
questions.
you're doing that in the face of groups of jacked black guys doing flips off of each other. And you're going to go, I'm a vet. It's like, brother, look at the, I mean, he cleared him by a head at least.
Also, what we did was very funny. I don't know if anybody else, were you there for the skank walk in the morning?
No, I missed it.
So on the skank walk, which we do every year, everybody kind of gathers in front of the plaza for a few minutes, and then we just walk down to Notoriety. And I think Fremont Street hates it. The powers that be over there.
I don't know if they can tell the difference, dude.
No, it is a moment.
Yeah, 600 fucking diabetic new metal fans. That's just high tide.
You're not wrong. Yeah, they're like, is it this time? Set your watch by it. This is going to happen every day. Freak parade. But we got to one of them where it was the guys doing like everybody gather around. Everybody gather around. We're going to do some breakdance moves. And he just happened to do that at the time where it was just the whole skank walk circled around them for them to do. And it was their moment. And I'm telling you, it was funny. They did stuff more impressive than anything I could possibly do, but it just wasn't that great. And like while they were doing like the warm-up stuff, everyone started chanting, "This is gay," which was hilarious. This is gay.
Oh, yeah, they're skipping around going, come on, y'all.
Yeah,
come on, y'all.
Yeah.
No, give it up, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on.
And they're going,
Let's go.
And then they had a chance to like nail one, and the guy like, it was just like, whatever. And they go, boo.
Give it up, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, and then they would do something, they would nail something, and everyone would cheer again. And then just communally, while they were performing, everyone was just like, they just moved on, and the whole crowd just left.
You're spinning on your head, so like every half a second, you're just seeing more and more people walking away.
Break dancing for nothing at all. Yeah. Oh, shit, that was really funny. That street, though, man, yeah, by the 4th day, there was so much going on that, like, it was just, like, that's why I felt disoriented. I would just yell at the sky. You're just like, please stop.
Yeah. It's permanently shortening your life bar, man.
Oh, no
You're not
doubt.
going to get some of that back.
No. Yeah, for sure. And you're just going home, like, the little amount
And then
of sleep.
1 a.m., you're done. You go, I'm bushed. Time to walk back to my hotel room exhausted. And it's, again, the lights, they're brighter. It's, it's more it's like living inside of a microwave.
The music's louder.
Your brain, it feels like it's swelling inside of your skull. You're dehydrated. You've been drinking all day. And you go, I'm going to get away from this. I'm going to walk 1 block in either direction and go down the side streets. And you go, this looks like Sarajevo. It's like post-apocalyptic. It's like Fist of the North Star punks in the desert, like decapitating each other.
It does look like the hills have eyes country. It's
Because the amount of like homeless 70-year-old women that are dancing down the street, that freaks me out more than anything. Like, they feel the joy of Fremont Street.
Barefoot.
Party. I mean grooving like they're feeling
your body is full of parasites.
I mean, barefoot is absolutely. You're right. There plenty are. I'll tell you what you don't see a lot of though in Fremont Street, and I will say that New York has tons of. I'm sure downtown Philly has tons of on a weekend night like that. Crying girls. Not a lot of girls crying out on Fremont Street. It's sloppy drunk or like having the time of their life.
Sure.
I never see a woman walking down Fremont Street like, can we just go, please? Like, they're into it. They love it.
There might be an upper limit on the amount of sadness one of those people can feel, though. And they're just over. They're in the deductible for sadness already.
They just bought a white gold diamond necklace for $100.
Yeah, they begged all day to buy a 3-foot beer bong at night, and now they're walking around
holding it.
They look like they were in a shipwreck. Their clothes are tattered. They're barefoot, and they're drinking a huge purple Plastic beer.
Maybe second only to Florida is Vegas a place, though, where you just like the crispy old lady sauced up at the end of the night walking around?
Almost fully dried
with
out.
a stupid hat. Yeah, exactly. Like they're getting like, you can see every line in their It's so textured.
Yeah. And you watch them like set up on the beach like morning till night, and they're trying to be taken by the sun, basically. They want to evaporate mind and body.
Yeah, their
And
lips
go
have
into it.
their lips have asshole lines around them.
Well, they're also like extremely sexually active too, man. So those holes are getting, they're using up every last drop.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And that's the, that's the quintessential to Vegas. Going to Starbucks in the morning is seeing the huge titted, still gut, but pecker legs lady with a guy who still has the shape of muscles, but you can just tell it's like soft and he's tired.
Yeah, destroying their livers and then the rest of their body catching up. I wonder how many of those people that was a lot for per capita, square mile, whatever. That was the most like destitute people I've ever seen. And I was just wondering how many of them were people that came and lost like every last dime to the point where they couldn't even like travel home. And then now you just are there every day. And I was living in that simulation for a little bit.
Oh, that's got to be a fun one, though. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I never have to go home from Dave & Buster's? Okay,
Or
cool.
just, how about the pure acceptance of, like, being a half person and then going...
like physically or...
physically. Like
okay,
the lady
yeah.
we saw, there was the lady who was, I said, she right below tits was a box. There was no magic trick.
Now, did you get a glimpse of like her primary conveyance? Like, was she like a hand walker, like a Toy Story Sid toy, or did she have like a skateboard that she put her body on? What
My
was her
guess
deal?
would be some sort of a rolling something that she knuckles on the grounds it.
But she must have to like sweat out excrement because she had no lower half. I don't understand
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
what is going on there.
Do you think maybe just the very bottom of her, they just made a chute? Just made a little dookie hole right in the bottom of her. It goes, it'll fall out.
There was no bottom half.
There's no bottom half.
Yeah,
It
where
was-
does that stuff go? Maybe it comes back up.
Christine, when you get is the computer up and going?
Yeah.
Bring up half people. Bring up amazing half people, please.
People cut in half digestive system. .jpg,
Yeah,
please.
there you go,
Okay,
man.
now there's
That guy, it's
look at
not
that
so
guy.
much he doesn't have a wiener, he also doesn't have an asshole.
He doesn't. Yeah. Where does the food go?
To those fucking shredded ass muscles, I guess.
Wow. That's
Damn,
got to
dude.
be a pussy eating experience you never forget.
If anybody asks me what's my excuse when this guy is such in good shape and he's only half person, my excuse would be, yeah, he only has to work out half a body, dude. I don't got that kind of time.
Yeah, he eats a RoboCop food paste.
yeah.
Yeah,
Also, his arms are his legs.
he hooks up to a Roomba port at home that both provides sustenance and eliminates his waste. I'm out here getting lunch for myself.
He has to just dock. He has to dock, and it just takes it out of him. The human Roomba. I have to assume anytime that lady got out of that circle, she was in imminent danger. The second that circle is her safest space. As soon as she leaves, you have to make yourself known. Come in through me down here on Fremont Street, dude. How would you not step on that?
Excuse me.
Yeah, that'd be like stepping on a fucking like a dead bird. You didn't see it coming. You weren't thinking. You weren't looking down for that.
The tiny bones in your hands just constantly getting high heel stepped. Like,
Ow, there's somebody down here.
I would wear hockey gloves, I think.
Actually, I just watched the new Beetlejuice movie.
Oh.
Beetlejuice, and the villain in it, they're a soul sucker. And that's what happened. Like, she sucks their soul, and then their bodies turn into this. And then she just drops them on the ground. It looks like if they came back to life a little bit.
What, the half people?
Yeah, they have people like they have had their soul sucked. Or like they put a vacuum in their mouth
Is
and
your
like
soul in
someone
your
pulled it
legs?
out before it got to the middle of their body. Like their legs just rolled up like fucking Wicked Witch.
Man, that's my worst fear is not having legs.
Worst.
You know what I mean?
Pretty bad fear.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's my worst. Because there's so much.
Would
they
you try
could
to make
do
it
now.
cool? Would you get into like, what do they call it? Murder ball when they play wheelchair basketball? What is that?
Murder ball.
Yeah.
No, there was a guy. Well, listen, I'm always impressed. My will to live, at least outwardly, I feel when I think about it, is short. Is like not it's not very like I don't really have like a fight for it. So I'm so impressed when I see exactly. Look at this guy. this half person. He's just been placed on top of his counter, and he's like, I'm going to make myself a nice meal right now. And I'm like, no, dude, you have nothing to live for. And even if he goes, no, I have kids and everything, I go, so what?
He had to tell someone, yeah, just put me on the counter.
I couldn't wait to unburden my daughter from her legless father who has to be placed on counters if I want to pretend to be a cook.
You have to ask your editor for uppies to put you on the counter.
Uppy. I'll tell you what, though. I bet one thing that is fun, the only exhilaration this guy has, I'm assuming he has no wiener. He can't feel any kind of pleasure as far as that goes. I bet the whole thing in his life, and he'd be too embarrassed to tell you or show you, is just having someone he trusts hold his hands and swing him around like a maniac in a yard for hours upon hours. I think he keeps going, again.
I bet you also likes laying on the trampoline while the kids popcorn him up and down.
Oh, my God. It's just, oh, my God, so much air.
Doesn't happen often enough, man.
I mean, he's so light, he can hang himself on anything with his arms and look kind of neat.
Oh, I would have little vines around my apartment so I could George of the Jungle around.
God, dude, that'd be so fun to vine through your house.
I guess there's nothing stopping you from doing that anyway.
There is a
No, there is. You'd have to have major cathedral-like ceilings to do that in any other house. This guy can do that in a fucking trailer. He can vine from end to end.
A big enough minivan.
There is a Paralympic, like we kick ass in gold with the Paralympic track. Well, there's half people racing.
I know.
Yeah,
So
they
they're just in
pedal
a
with their
wheel.
hands.
Because
Yeah.
other countries know you have no reason to live anymore if this happens to you. But America fills you full of a bunch of bullshit. You could be an athlete no one gives a shit about with your no legs.
Gold medal athlete.
My Paralympics
Yeah.
has my favorite sport, by the way.
What's that?
I think it's called goalball.
Yeah.
And the blind women
Nice.
stand on opposite sides of like a small like indoor soccer field type thing with a goal that's as wide as the entire thing. And it's one turn team to shoot, and they roll the ball really fast, and the blind girls on the other team all dive and try to stop it.
Shut up.
The entire game, dude. Look up Paralympic goalball. It's the
You
best
can buy
sport
tickets to
ever.
that wherever the Paralympics are.
You probably have to know someone. You have to be vouched.
Oh, is this the
Hey, are
Paralympics
you
after
here-
dark?
Are you going to be laughing really loud the whole time? Yeah, this is the best
Paralympics
sport
after
ever.
dark. Sounds like a great
This
fucking
isn't
sport.
Look how big that net is, and they're all blind.
Oh, it's blind soccer.
By the way,
But they roll it at
it is funny though. All jokes aside, when I watch Paralympic events, I really am like, damn, dude, that's so awesome. I do also. I said I'd have such a look at them go, dude.
Look,
I don't know
and,
why I would give up so fast. Damn, it's hilarious. Just no point.
and then someone has to tell them how it went.
Really?
Because they can't see it.
Well, he knows if he didn't touch
If
it.
you didn't touch it, but they also miss a lot.
Oh man, do they ever?
Look at that.
It's hilarious. So it's just goalie versus goalie.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's one-on-one knock hockey at the highest level, though,
Christine,
dude.
I hate to be this person, but you're showing me the guys, which are probably going to be. I mean, there's no chance. Look at all these sighted guys just cheering and being excited. They have no
well, I
idea.
mean,
They're like, I guess
You need a spotter.
they have to constantly ask what the score is.
Yeah.
They can't look up time limits, anything.
And where am I?
North or south? Be honest. Am I looking at the goal?
Before they shoot, I think someone, an official,
Right.
bangs a thing on the other net so that they know where it is or
Yep.
something like that.
Damn, they try to make him use dog senses. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, so this is the
No, dude,
this is it for
let me tell you something. It's so impressive, their will to do stuff. I think I would have found every reason with disability to fucking completely just go. I would just be a pile, a big fat pile in a bed with tubes in me, just going like, what the difference is me? I can't see.
Yeah, what would you get into? What would be your vice, though? You'd be filling your time with something really undesirable, and it wouldn't be television if you're blind.
Okay, so we're going to go with blind.
Well, let's start with blind.
Oh my God. I would have to get so good at vividly picturing pornography based solely off sound.
Audio erotica.
Yeah.
Wow.
It would have to be, they have to talk to me a lot.
Ooh, and they're whispering into the mic and getting really close and giving you the S's.
No. I want it to be like, I want it to be very matter of fact. Like, I took off my panties. They're, I shaved 2 days ago, so you're seeing a little something scratchy, but like, it's still pretty smooth. No
There's an
hairs.
aroma, but it's not unpleasant.
Yeah. He goes, and that's just me from me being wet. That's not pee or anything. I'm off my period like 2 weeks, so
I'm
G to G,
ready.
yeah. So G to G, baby, good to go.
All right, and now you've inserted. It feels pretty good. Thank you.
Feeling good, feeling good, feeling good.
So nice. And I could come when you win, and whenever you want.
Where is did Black Lou take off because he hates Christopher Columbus?
He's off this week.
Wow, that would have been funny to. That would have been really funny to
Start with a
we
land
should have started saying,
acknowledgement.
No, we should have started saying that Bobby is not here for that reason.
Yeah.
Bobby won't come in until he's like coming in for. Or no, Bobby's off celebrating it. He's over there. He's hugging a. He's hugging a fucking. He's protecting a Columbus statue somewhere.
I think it's on 59th Street.
Yeah, get away, dude. He did some good things too. He discovered America.
Not cool. Not cool to hold him to today's standards, dude.
It's a different time, dude. How many Native American friends do you have? Indigenous Peoples Day, right? That's the new name of it.
Yeah.
It still says Columbus Day
Well, it depends who you
on the
ask.
calendars.
Yeah.
I think on Google.
What does it say? It's Sirius.
That's active
What's it say? It's
resistance.
Sirius XM.
We don't have today off. They say nothing here.
So we don't give a fuck about Indians or Columbus.
I like
Fuck both
yeah.
y'alls.
That's not my. Those aren't. I have no dog in this fight, man. I'm gonna stay out. What's it gonna do for me to get involved at this point? That's asinine.
I'm more of a pilgrim guy. Call me crazy.
Yeah, I'm more of a disgusting Irish people getting here way too late. Okay?
Showing up
Yeah,
trashed.
put me on a filthy boat with people changing their names.
Oh, actually,
By the way, this just came out, or I just heard about this today. Not good for the Jews. It turns out Christopher Columbus was Jewish.
It's not good for the Jews?
No,
Why?
because you don't want to.
He's persona non grata.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
but he
popular
probably-
anymore.
Well, I guess
He's considered.
but he discovered.
because he came here and showed people how to organize and start their own businesses and built a bank, Columbus Bank.
Wow.
Give me all your money. I discovered it.
How did we-
I know you're here
How are we
already.
just finding that out?
It just
Did everyone
they just
know
did
this?
DNA tests on him or his remains or his relatives.
Oh, well, that's
These are
yeah.
the-
all,
So now-
all the DNA tests now. As I said, young Dylan told me he read a thing. He said he said Beethoven, they're finding out, was majority black from his DNA. And I was like, well, they'll tell you why that's not true. And he was like, no, they're saying it's true. I'm like, no, it's not true because you know Beethoven for his compositions and not for hanging from a tree for touching someone's piano. I'm like, do you know when Beethoven happened, man? It was a different time.
Yeah, we weren't ready for it yet.
Yeah. Beethoven's like, sit down, y'all. I'm about to tickle these ivories. But the black one's more important. One day they're going to turn this into the coolest funktastic disco tune you ever heard.
Yeah, all the opera ladies are big fat white bitches, though.
Yeah. They sing from their fat bellies,
Yeah.
from the diaphragms.
By the way, all the pictures you've ever seen of Columbus, he looks like this cool explorer. Now that he's Jewish,
Oh,
it's
look at
hilarious.
that fucking turd.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Fucking
It's-
Ari with the triangle hat on.
exactly.
Yeah, I would have put him on a boat and sent him away, too.
Yeah. Yeah. They
That's
said,
the
my
new.
God.
It's, come on, man.
hello. Yes.
Columbus, I'm here about the slaves.
They made him so, he was so good looking and everything else statuesque.
Statuesque, and now he's a troll.
That's hilarious. They used to make him Joe Magnianello. Ah, fuck, that's
Wow,
hilarious. That's so great.
And he was beat. That sucks.
Yeah, look at the old pictures of him. It's so great. Look at him.
Yeah,
It's like a swashbuckler. You look like Captain fucking Morgan,
The
dude.
greatest.
He goes, wait, he was Jewish. He goes, oh, let me work on this a little bit then. Let's get rid of that wispy nice hair and put a little Jew fro on him.
Before and after, man. Once you find out somebody's a Jew.
Yeah. Now he can be played by Gene Wilder.
That's Hemsworth on a boat right
Yeah,
there.
fuck, dude, he looks gorgeous. Now they make him look like Eugene Levy.
Oh, Italian Americans must be crushed today. Crushed.
Whoa, you did that.
There's no way he was.
Oh, gabagoobs.
When he was like super Catholic, like he wasn't.
No,
actually...
apparently that's not. He had to. He took a name Christopher Columbus.
Oh, to hide that he was Jewish.
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow.
Good
one.
job too.
Now
Till
imagine-
2024, he kept it cool.
Oh my god! Imagine having a fucking Jewish boat captain sailing in such before anyone's ever crossed. Is it a little sunny today? We're sailing into the wind again.
These slaves are getting very, very uppity.
That's the worst picture I've ever seen of Christopher Columbus. Never seen it before. Now that he's Jewish,
That's
he
crazy.
looks like a fucking troll.
Wow,
That's
man.
fucking crazy.
Christopher Columbus smelling a fart on a boat.
Okay, we're running out of food. It's becoming a problem.
getting very stinky down there.
Now, we're going to catch our deaths if we go back to Spain.
You said Joe Mangalini or whatever.
Joe Maglio.
Before picture you showed, it really did look like him.
Dude, they made him like a square jawed. It's like a young John Hamm.
Oh my god! In the third picture, he almost looks like Jacob. That's crazy. Look at that.
Put that out. New research presumes Christopher Columbus was Jacob. Oh, Jacob. Halloween, dude. We got to put you in a frilly armed shirt and a nice triangle hat. The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. You see? Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Oh my God, that's just insane. That's incredible.
My skin is burning out here.
As soon as they found this out, man, the new pictures came out.
Oy vey. These people are savages. Give them blankets.
Oh man!
Give them blankets with diseases, even.
I need this for my jewelry store.
Guarantee you.
I'm trying to hide some of my funds from my soon-to-be bitch ex-wife.
I guarantee you, they said they typed in AI, make a Jewish Christopher Columbus, and these are the trolls that it popped out.
Well, no, they have his DNA. They're doing like a reconstruction. Like,
Right,
This
right.
is all backed by science, man. I hate to break it to you.
Oh, dude.
He was a disgusting Jewish troll. And that's on you guys now, dude. I'm sick of it.
Fuck.
Do you think people would be upset if they put up new statues and made him super obnoxious Jewy
He's
looking?
like clasping his hands and hunched over.
He's now wearing like a three-piece suit and like a pocket watch. Yes.
What a nightmare.
These boat rentals are costing me out the ass. The proverbial ass.
The last thing Jews needed to claim this guy.
That's crazy, man.
Dude,
crazy.
25 years ago, we would have been psyched on this.
This might be, they do control everything, supposedly. This
Yeah,
might be them.
supposedly.
They're probably going to start scooping up free agents that we're, like, not using. You know what I
like
mean?
that, dude.
They're going to rebuild, and they're going to be like, yeah, we are kind of nasty, and we're cool with that. You know what I mean? This
Oh
is
my
gonna be
God! Yes, now we got to say the Jews control the seas. Sinbad, also famous Jew.
it. Wow, man.
Oh, dude, I hope all of them. Dude, Galileo, give them all to us, man. Magellan,
Oh my God, these pictures are insane.
It's crazy.
Newton. If you told me Newton was a Jewish name, I'd be on board. Damn, that is great. Really looks just like Jacob. So fun. It looks like Jacob, or also Frank Stallone, young Frank Stallone, also a young Sylvester Stallone. That's moved to Italian. God damn it, that's so funny. You had the DNA. How are they getting DNA from people now?
There's, like, bones of people on display around, I think. you
Like
know?
Christopher Columbus?
I guess so.
Here's Christopher Columbus's femur. I mean, I guess someone hung on to it, but what?
Can we reconstruct his nose from femur material?
I think they said he has descendants, but I haven't read the article.
They probably keep a low profile.
They lay low.
Tested samples of remains buried at Seville Cathedral in Spain,
No, that could be
Believe-
anybody, though. I don't trust any of that shit.
believed to be the final resting place. Well, let's hope they got it wrong.
I hope we save Diddy's bones and find out he was Jewish the whole time. In 100 years, they're going to be like, P. Diddy was mostly Jewish.
Man, they just
And then do a picture of P. Diddy, a Jewish P. Diddy. Everybody, if you wouldn't mind putting down tops before you freak off on my couches.
You're getting jizz everywhere.
Your semen's all over my marble.
I saw, do you see people are mad because I think Travis Barker's son had a Diddy's Freak Off themed birthday party
Nice.
at Nobu in LA and everybody brought baby oil. They think
Hell
it's
yeah.
insensitive.
Hey, that's a great bit,
Insensitive
man.
to who? Who's it insensitive
Guess
to?
to Diddy
Probably the victims of P. Diddy. Yeah. Oh, Diddy's probably cool with it. Oh, right. The other guys. Oh, the second party. My bad.
Oh, Usher's butthole. Got you. Got you. Usher's sweet, sweet butthole. But I was watching a thing today on YouTube. Though. I didn't listen to any of the Jaguar Wright lady. Have you heard her stuff at all? She's like
I thought that was a guy.
No, she's the
No,
former.
I'm thinking Charles.
She's a former assistant of his, who's like the main whistleblower and everything. But most of the stuff she said that even sounded crazy is turning out being completely right. But like P. Diddy, again, if you're gonna do all this stuff, what is people's ridiculous need to have everything documented on video? Yeah. It's to say, filming freak-offs to me, unless you're doing it for the exclusive needs of like blackmail and like having power over
I'm pretty
people.
sure that's all it was.
Yeah, but like, why would
Could you imagine
be,
hiring caterers every week for your sex party? It would be so exhausting. Dude.
But
you'd take some time off from time to time.
But do you get the idea of going to like if you were invited to like for the first time a celebrity's house for like a party, and then see that it's getting that kind of a wild of a party? Do you go like, well, I'll jump in. I'll be next to Jay-Z and get my dick sucked by fucking SWV or whatever's happening. Do you know what I mean? Or prostitutes or whatever.
I would have been finessed into getting butt fucked.
Really?
I would have, and I wouldn't even probably think to resist at any point. I'd just be like, babe, I'd be texting my wife like, babe, Diddy said come by to the party. Like, yeah, I got the invite. yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'd be right there.
And then I'd be getting texts from people that I'm like telling about. And they're like, yeah, bro, you've heard about what goes on there. I'm like, I don't know, man. He seemed pretty, upfront with me.
He goes, seemed like square biz when we talked.
Yeah, I really didn't have that kind of vibe. I get what you're saying and I appreciate it, but like I really don't. I didn't pick up on that at all, and I could be wrong. And then, like 3 hours later, I'm like in an Uber on the way there, and I'm just like, yeah, dude, this is so fucking cool. I get there, and instantly it's just like, okay, it's a little bit intense.
But I don't think I would have. I've said this a bunch of times now. I would absolutely want to go fly on the wall those parties, but I'm just
They
my
should sell
person.
tickets.
Although Louis J.
They
Gomez,
should rope off the perimeter of a thing like that, and you should be able to just like, hey, like a haunted house almost.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm here for the rape, by the way.
Are you here to observe or to take part? I'm gonna observe now. Observe now. Can I circle back with you?
If I change my mind later, can I upgrade?
If I want to pay the extra to jump on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy, forget even filming like the sex shit, which is already to me pretty crazy, pulling it out. That's what I would just assume it was like. But Louis J. Gomez made a good point last week. If I had a fucking heavy swinging dick, maybe I could have been wrapped into more of these situations where I was like, they were like, hey, these prostitutes all want to suck everyone's dicks. Like, line up on the couch. Maybe if I was just like, sure. Mm-hmm. But the fact that I'd be like, no, man, I'm not pulling my wiener out next to Jay-Z and 50 Cent.
Yeah, would you treat it like when they open up the buffet at like a wedding where you're like, I don't want to be first?
Yeah.
Or would you be like front and center?
No, I don't want to be first, but I'd be the person standing by and like nibbling at it the whole night. I would just always be close to it and kind of looking over. I'm like, wow, dude, look at those two girls are double dildoing while everybody throws money at them.
Yeah, I'm going to get in line before it gets too long.
But yeah, I would definitely, I'm not saying I'm not like curious to observe all the wacky shit going on. I mean, I'm sure if it was like illegalities and fucking rapes, I hope that I
would say, guys, stop! I would say that's enough, man. Leave her alone.
I have to assume that's not mid-party stuff.
You ruin a freak off.
Yeah.
Hey, stop, man! She said she doesn't want it.
Yeah. Everyone, stop this white party.
Who brought this guy?
But P. Diddy filmed himself even doing dumb shit like making proclamations on his balcony. He's like, kids, you got about another hour to have some fun, get comfortable, because then you have to go home. Mm-hmm. Y'all got to get out of here because then we're going to have a party like when you get older, you're going to want to be at. Like, why would you say that to them? I even thought it was weird. Like, hey, kids, have fun. We're going to be wrapping up pretty soon, but, we want you guys to enjoy yourselves. I don't know and then he goes, because when you guys leave, I'm about to fuck your mama.
Yeah, I'm about to beat it up for mommy. So take a hard kid.
Yeah. I'm about to have your mama and her best friend fuck my butt.
Didn't you also kind of get like I perceived him to kind of be like, wink, some kids can stay around if they're into that, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I took from that.
Because kids got to be gone.
It was very much like, yeah, get the kids out of here, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to check up on this later, but I have to say it for legality reasons.
Is he so rich and so like demented and fucked up that like he doesn't even because like does somebody really have like every possible kind of accusation he has? He's got gay pedophile, regular pedophile, rapist, gay rapist, Do you know what I mean? Like every kind of like
Murderer.
accusation, murderer. I forgot about that. I forgot murder. Multiple murder, putting people in comas and fucking.
Yeah, probably Rico too.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is
there
pretty.
was, like,
It is pretty
5
strange
people.
that it is pretty strange that anyone that was getting ready to do something about P Diddy, like dies, but it doesn't even seem like he's good at like making them seem. I guess in hindsight now they do look mysterious, but like Heavy D, right before he died, Albie Shore.
Wait, I don't even know about these.
So look it up. It was Albie Shore was
Are these
put-
in the 90s?
is in a coma. No,
2000s? These sound like 90s names
think a
to a
rapper-
clue.
Heavy
wife
D. Heavy
that
D
was-
was from the 80s, 90s, but like he died years back. But I mean, his ex-wife.
Yeah.
His ex-wife died from pneumonia at 47 years old.
Whoa. You
So-
know, Ashton
but they were
Kutcher,
like, there's-
Ashton Kutcher has some weird. You know, he's like
he's about to be
he's
fucked.
being like mentioned in all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
He had like a girlfriend that died, and then I think he dated Brittany Murphy,
Oh really?
who also famously
Died.
suddenly.
Yeah, dude. Ashton Kutcher
And the-
looks
and
like a
then-
shithead
her
who would
husband
love
died.
freak
And then,
offs.
and then Danny Masterson went to prison for, you know, I think that was like real rape.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
And he
absolutely.
like wrote like a letter to the judge, like, please, man, he's my boy. He's like, actually a pretty cool guy.
Oh, him and Mila
Mila
Kunis
Kunis.
both.
Yeah.
They were like, listen, you only know Danny Masterson, the rapist. I'd like to write a letter explaining to you Danny Masterson in his downtime. This guy helped me move twice.
Separate the convict from the conviction. And then there was like a video of him at a Diddy party, like rope swinging across like the pool.
Dude, Ashton
something-
Kutcher was way out. Didn't
He's
someone
gonna
say
get
recently that's
torpedoed.
like the reason him and Demi Moore kind of split? Because it was like some of the stuff going on with that.
Not because she was like super old and her pussy was probably getting weird.
No, I mean, that's would make sense to me. He got all he can wring out of
Perfect
that.
cover story.
Yeah, he got everything he could bring out of that old rag. Yeah, he goes, hey, babe, we got to break up because,
You ever buy a high mileage car and I'm just gonna run it out?
yeah, hey, babe, I'm going to have to break up with you before, I don't know, there's a video of me and Usher 69ing at T. Diddy's house. And before that comes out, I'm going to save you the embarrassment, and so I'm going to take off if you don't mind. I got another girlfriend to go kill.
He seemed to be cool with just saying, I'm sure these 5,000 people will be cool. They're not. Keep your phones, film away.
Oh, at the Diddy parties.
Yeah, I trust you all.
I think, you know, well, obviously the recording aspect was all big, like super important. Like I think the whole, that was the whole point.
But he loves recording.
That's why I believe that audio is real.
I think that's what I mean.
Kurt Metzger does
listen,
too.
Listen, who eventually spilled the beans? Was it one? It was the assistant lady.
Jaguar Wright, I think, was the first big like whistleblower. On it. If you bring up some of her accusations,
Sorry, I'm trying to find who the.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
What was it? 30 years in the making.
oh, go back to that. Go back to Marlon Wayans. This is great. Marlon Wayans. Shannon Sharp asked him about it, and Marlon Wayans. That's a comedian. I don't know who that is, but he's a comic, and he says that he started following Denzel Washington at parties because Denzel told him like always leave 30 minutes before the devil gets there or something like that. So he said he always leaves 30 minutes. And then Marlon Wayans starts doing it. But Marlon Wayans years ago, he's like, man, I've been going to P. Diddy parties for 15 years. They never disappoint. And, you know, whatever. It's like, ain't no party like a P. Diddy party and all this. And then now on Shannon Sharp, he's like, no, I would always go. I like popping for a half hour. I like high five Mariah Carey. And then like, I'm an early
I'll
to
have one
bed
drink.
guy. I'm an early to bed guy. In fact, in this video, Marlon Wayans even goes, nah, dude, I'll be out of there at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what? You think that's when the weird stuff starts exclusively at 4 in the morning? We've been
By 2
partying.
o'clock,
Yeah,
it's
we've been
getting
partying since the kids were there, dude. They couldn't wait for the kids to leave so everybody could start freaking off, I guess. That's so great that that's a term that a bunch of guys in suits have to say now. The freak offs that people would know. And when you see the people, that's what I'm saying. It looks like it was a gathering of people to get dirt on people. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's like, check it out. It goes 50 Cent dressed in white next to Corbin Burnson and Judge Ellen DeGeneres and fucking Shine.
What a bunch of degenerates to bring their kids for the daytime version party and then transition to this.
Well, you know,
That's
there's
Jaguar
all
Wright's
kinds of
her
different
saying it.
people in the world, Jacob.
it's
Like, not
bad.
everyone's values are exactly the same, and I don't even think they should be, you know?
Yeah. Here, watch this here, the Marlon Wayans.
Okay? Always remember that Denzel would leave the parties early. I follow
That's the
Denzel
comedian.
out.
Denzel
Denzel and Brandon weren't the only
shut up,
ones who
bitch.
allegedly left early.
Pause it for a second. I'll say something about this girl. I watched this video today. This is what I got a lot of this from. It's fine. Her thing is
She's all right.
informative wise, she's fine. I hate her face.
Bro, that's a Pixar model.
She's a girl.
And she's actually doing like facial mannerisms from Pixar. This is disgusting.
No, you know what she
She's
is, dude?
Incredibles.
She talks. She complains a lot about a comedy show while it's happening, and then says that it's her right. Like, well, she paid for a ticket, so why can't I tell you I don't like it?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I hate her, and
She's not even like I had recently my last gig, I believe. Not Poughkeepsie, right before that, wherever I was. Where did I go? Oh, in Spokane, Washington. When I was in Spokane, when I went afterwards to go meet people after the show, 2 girls that were like, they kicked us out for laughing, and just like it takes 3 seconds of talking to them beyond those first words before you go, no, that's not what happened.
Yeah,
That's not what happened.
I'm not allowed to be my birthday. I paid for a ticket. I can't even have my birthday.
Not once
But I
in the
can't
history.
from birthday.
Okay, well, you guys are first of all, you're a dick. Okay, number 1. All right, and I don't even want to fucking be here anymore.
And you said it's because your birthday? But yeah, Marlon Wayans, watch him go. It's a talk about a guy being like, no, I heard some stuff, but
Under fire when people unearthed his 2009 tweet saying, quote, been doing Diddy's parties for 15 years and I must say you never let me down, Puff, unquote. But he's since claimed that he didn't even know the freak-offs were happening.
I've been to plenty Diddy parties. I left early. I swear to you, I've never seen
The stuff that they
I never
claim
seen
to
it.
be going on.
I never seen
So
it.
he liked like the food and stuff. Then
he's like, no, but his caterer. He goes, actually, my friend was his caterer, so I'd go for like that. And then when they were packing it up, I would
make myself a plate and call an Uber, pretty much.
I treated it more like an afternoon barbecue.
I was playing a lot of MLB The Show at the time, and it's like I had a pretty good team going.
It was calling me. I got a game on pause.
Never. Those aren't the type of parties that I go to. I don't frequent those type of parties, and even if I go, like I said, I've never seen any of this. I'm like,
not that I remember.
First of all, here's what I love the best. When he starts going like, when did that happen? What are they talking about? And then you see they finally show a profile view of him. Dude, he's wearing like Jim Morrison pants. Dude, he's ridiculous.
And he is over-explaining.
Oh, yeah.
Time did this go down? Because I was there till 3:30. You mean 3:32? So they waited for me to leave? Like, all right, good. That Wayans nigga's gone. He talked too much.
No, you didn't.
What a fucking dildo, dude.
Piece of shit.
You go,
Hey, man, we
isn't
about to
that
bring
shit
out the girls to suck everybody's dick. He was like, oh, man, peace and love, brother, but as much as I'd love to, and I would love to.
I love that for y'all.
The Lord don't see that as my past, so I'm going to have to dip out if you don't mind.
I'm gonna have to say an amen and good night.
Dude, who's going down? Everyone tells me, everyone keeps asking me to go, what's Kev saying about this? I'm like, you think he's calling me to discuss it? Jay, it's been a while, man, but
he's casually texting about very incriminating videos.
I'm in a bond, man. I might be in some of these freak off videos doing some pretty gay shit with Denzel's son.
You was always my favorite. I told you that, right? I always told you my favorite.
I got nobody, all these people around me. I got no one I could talk to, like when my old buddy Big J.
I'm surrounded, but I'm lonely.
You're the only person who gets me, man. I'm gonna go blow my nose on $20 a sheet tissue.
I'm trying to find. So I'm finding the alleged attempts right here.
Yeah, that's a goodie. So yeah, Suge Knight. He said he tried to kill Albie Shores in a fucking. I think it's in the same thing. I think back up. I think it's next. I think it's right after it.
Show me some fucking proof, man. Stop piling on.
Well, Kid Cudi was like, I think he told him, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and then his car blew up in front of his house the next day.
Coincidence. That's a figure of speech, Jay. We say that kind of stuff all the time.
You're dead next time I see you. Oh, that old trope?
And it's like, yeah, right. Try
Yeah, here
it,
you
bitch.
go.
See you later.
Pause it.
The Kardashians aren't going down. They don't
Turn the volume up, Christine. You have it muted.
I know. I have for here.
And 4 attempted murders, all linked to Diddy. And now
But
7
I just want to go back
deaths
to
and
who these people are. The 7 deaths.
Yeah. It's coming. This is when they were going to tell the tell-all book. But it's the Jaguar Wright lady. It's her part when they do that. When she's talking. She's the... Oh, go back, Christine. You had the thing where he's on the thing talking about the kids got to leave. Where he's on the roof, not other way. I'm so sorry. There. Come on, kids, get comfy. He says get extra comfortable first. Have you seen this before, Tim? This part?
I don't think. I think I saw a different kid.
These were new ones to me.
I think I saw a different Adult Swim starter pistol in this one. This
guys,
was
over
nighttime.
30 league starts at 7 p.m. So we need you guys to wrap
it up. Finish up Wii Sports Bowling, kids. It's time to go home. Put on your PJs and get in the car.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, get off these ponies. We're about to fuck these sumbitches.
An hour left. So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to.
By the way, the real fun, though, of
God, that
having
would give
so
me
much footage.
butterflies.
Having so much footage of a guy with a microphone in front of his face talking to parties is so fun because if you could do a good enough impression, you could have him saying anything you want. Kids, if you gonna leave, now's the time, or else y'all's got to fuck Kanye West. All right, then. It's official. It's official. You guys want to stay or you want to leave? You want to fuck Uncle Kanye? Yeah. All right now. All right. Why party on? Forget I said anything. This kid's cool, man. I like them. But again, it also, they just great. It's wonderful how they play like dark music over everything he's ever done now. So no one thought about him and Justin Bieber for years. But now it looks like every time they play the music, it always looks like even the words he's saying just sounds like he's going like, yeah, you gonna sleep in my bed tonight, pretty motherfucker.
Tell him. He's got his hand around the back of his neck.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, yeah.
You don't need friends when you got Diddy in your life. And you got Diddy in you.
I read that an article where he said a guy who was new to the party would walked into I think it was at a strip club, a Diddy party, and one of his handlers said, "That's for the ladies." Meaning all the champagne on the left was the spiked one, was the spiked champagne, and so drink from that side only. Make sure you don't everything for the women was drugged.
Oh,
wow,
that's great.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy and stupid to do that.
It's so mean, and why would you even treat someone like
you
that?
Have to have but you have to have something in that mentality. I've never quite understood the drugged woman being like I don't know if I know anyone who's ever done it, and if I have, I'd love to ask. I'm like, why do you want to fuck like a flopped it's just such a bizarre thing to me.
Maybe it's like a time management thing. Like they start.
You might not be wrong.
They start
think
speed running pussy with normal women and seeing how quickly, how I know exactly what they've got their set. They know exactly what interactions to have, and then bam.
Well, I think something I think what I don't have that I would be like, well, it's all the drugs that's making this girl susceptible and just lay there while I fuck her. I think these guys, with that level of importance they feel they have or fame, that we don't want to fuck. I just don't have the time to talk to them for the next 3 hours and listen to their dreams.
Yeah.
So
we're going to fuck anyway, so we might as well.
I guess. That's the only, I'll be honest with you, of all I've thought about that's the only kind of thing you're saying that could make sense.
And
they have to believe that well, no, they want it anyway. It's just come on, let's get to it. Let's get them sleepy and being let's fuck.
Look, I don't want to sound like a.
I would
jerk.
be like if I drugged somebody, I'm like, oh, they're gonna fuck me because I knocked them unconscious.
I don't want to sound like I'm like a judgmental jerk about this, but I
you still watch Cosby Show.
It might be indicative of some pretty serious personality flaws. And that's not. And that look, man, I didn't go to college. I don't know anything. It's just.
Well, they say. I mean, R. Kelly with when that came down, I was like, his neighbor was butt fucking him and his brother, and shit happened to them. You know what I mean? And they were saying, one thing I watched recently said P. Diddy's mom was a teacher, substitute teacher, and prostitute. His dad was killed. So I mean,
she would fuck Johns in front of him.
Yeah. So honestly, what's funny about it is I just realized that we should bring this up tonight because you're doing Legion of Skanks tonight with. That P. Diddy really is like Lewis. If Lewis had more money, he'd be going to jail for the same thing. Dead father, prostitute mother.
Same formula, man. Different outcomes, man.
Yeah, Lewis is like, how close am I to a white party?
We need
still far, buddy. Still pretty far.
Dude, Lewis could host a white party eventually.
All right,
I don't know about a freak off, but Lewis could definitely. I mean, he has the linen suit already.
Oh, he'd host a white party, but the freak all right, kids. Time to go. Uncle Lewis has to freak off.
Yeah, but his would also be kind of a retarded version of it, where he'd be making dudes wrestle him competitively, not even sexually.
Yeah. He goes, well, I thought it was sexual, but actually what happened is I fucking broke my jaw. My fucking orbital bone cracked.
No, I want to keep going, man. I'm just pretty tired.
Yeah, he was my guest, but eventually asked, Lewis, can't we just be forced into on-film gay sex?
Kids, doggies, y'all got about an hour left in the bounce castle
before I beat the shit out of your fathers. You guys want to be at the white party? Then fight me! Baby James, watch. This is how you host a party.
My son comes out like, yeah, Lewis beat the shit out of me pretty bad.
only the toughest of you shall stay for the next part of this. That is a freak off. First, you have to survive a fight tournament, then you get to go to the freak off.
Child fight club in the.
Oh shit. The child bracket system.
Better luck next time, doggy. Go sit in the car. Here's a Capri Sun.
We do a white party quarterly. You'll be back. You'll get your next chance. Train. Man, Lewis, I said to him the other day, I was talking about it again, like I just saw a commercial for 3 Days Grace coming back, and I was like, yo, fuck that guy from 3 Days Grace who threw wine at us years ago.
I didn't know about this. What happened?
On Shiprocked years ago. When no one knew we were on the boat, they asked us to do a live Legion of Skanks podcast, too, on the boat, which was fun. We knew nobody was going to be there and fucking, you know what I mean? But whatever. But there was a few people that actually came.
Like 2 years in a Legion of Skanks, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. 3 tops.
Yeah.
But like a couple people there actually to see us because they followed me from like one of the Shiprocks before.
I bet you there's a pretty healthy overlap between your fans and Shiprocked attendees.
Currently,
yeah,
for sure. Oh, yeah, no, now it'll be great. But at the time, like, they just didn't know us from anything. There wasn't anything to know us from. Skanks had just started and stuff. So we did it on the boat, and a guy kept coming up to us, long story short, and just kept, like, telling us to shut the fuck up. And turns out we didn't know idea it was the guitar player from 3 Days Grace. And then when he was and then we would tell him, like, fucking beat it. We're like, dude, what do you think? We just set up a fucking thing? Like, we're booked to do it, you fucking jerk off. Like, fuck off. And then he came over and threw wine. He thought he was throwing wine at Dave Smith, but because of the shape of wine glasses, yeah, there it is. Because of the shape of wine glasses, it fucking blasted me completely and only.
Oh, it vortexed on the way out.
Yep.
Ooh.
And so then it was like a fucking whole thing. That's him being, you know.
Oh, is there audio for this?
It's not really. You can't really hear much. Oh, but who is that? Rich Aronovich talking? Rich Aronovich just kept going. That's pretty funny. Me and Dave and Lewis were up, and then
so was he drunk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But what's fucking funny is just the course of this night, to go fast. I was irate after this. Like, even like after it happened and it settled into what just happened, I was like even more irate. So we went to go fucking find him at one point, and then they were like, they kept asking us not to, please, and everything. And then we even said we wouldn't, and then I went looking for him again, and then when we saw him, the guy who ran the boat, I don't know if he still does. I don't think he's
on this cruise. Is it against the rules for like two guys to kind of just like shove each other a little bit?
It should, yeah.
You know, staying on theme is like that's part of it, bro.
Yeah. We called it moshing. Would have been okay.
Yeah. It's a parking lot at sea, man.
Not in the
Please,
pit.
Yeah.
But it was like, so we went like, but the guy who was running, one of the people who ran the Shiprock at the time, comes to us and he goes, "Hey, he wants to apologize to you guys. Like he says out of line, blah blah." And when he said that, we were just kind of like, "Okay, like all right." If he's gonna come and really be like apologetic, I go, I'll accept that. That's fine. Like, we're adults.
Is this right after it happened, or was it like the next day?
Half hour.
Okay.
After it happened.
Yeah.
And then he walks us over to him, but before we talk to him, it's in a loud room we're in too, with like music playing. So he goes over to the guy who looks puzzled by this whole thing again and whispers something in his ear. And I guess what he whispered in his ear is like, "Hey, these guys would like to apologize to you," and blah. And he thought that was going to work.
They tried to parent trap
They
you?
brought us in a back room with 80 fucking security guards, and then it immediately almost broke into a fucking fight again. Lewis is like forehead to forehead with. It's like a whole fucking thing. They separate us all again, and it just kind of goes away. But through the years, not only one is it a great story, also it's like it's a fun story to tell because we got chumped.
Yeah.
So it's like
you stood your ground.
Yeah, but it's more than like, you know.
You're lucky
like,
I wasn't
If
there.
it was like, hey, and then me, Lewis, and Dave beat the shit out of a guy and like jumped a guy, it's like it's kind of a jerk off story. But like the fact that
you're so lucky I wasn't there, because the tense, like when you guys finally like met face to face in the room, and it was like you both got tricked into being there and no one was going to back down. You would have been looking at each other to like steal your resolve, and I'd be walking toward him with my hand out. Like, you know, this is all a big misunderstanding. I'm sorry, Mr. Days Grace.
Bygones be bygones, Mr. Days Grace.
I'm looking back at you guys. You're all furious.
I assume it's hyphenated.
He's cool, guys. Don't worry about it.
I assume it's hyphenated, Mr. Days Grace.
Right after it happened, I just remember like Barry took off and Jay's going after him, and I'm like, Jay, calling up the stairs, and he just turns around and goes, "Get Lewis."
So whatchamacallit? So we go, so it's all like years have passed since that and everything, but we always kind of mention it and stuff. So the other day on Skanks, I was like, yeah, something about Barry Stock. Like, I saw a commercial for them. He goes, fuck that guy still. Oh, they were playing at a festival at the same place Lewis is at. I'm like, Lewis, if you want to go get him, dude, he's playing right in the city you're in, Sacramento. And he was like, oh yeah. He's like, Jay, he goes, would you, if we did an event, would you train and fight Barry Stock? And I was like, I don't know how much training I'll do, but I will fight Barry Stock. And that was such a disrespect to him. Lewis took that so. He's like, no, what are you talking about? You have to go in and train and blah, 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 and train. I go, I get why you're saying it ultimately, but it's like, no, I don't know if I have the time to really dedicate days and you know what I mean, like a week.
Yeah, I can't really squeeze
training
a montage into my life right now.
I'm like, if you tell me, I'm like, if you tell me.
You seriously want me to squeeze 6 months into 2 minutes for you, dude? I got my own problems, man.
Here's what it might get me to do. Stop smoking. That may help with that. And like, you know.
Great. Change my entire wardrobe? Fuck no.
Yeah, go hit a bag maybe a couple times. But I go, I'll do 3 1-minute things. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, because I'm not going to. I'm like, Lewis, you're a lunatic. You like, Lewis is like, I'm going to choose 2 career paths and go fully at both of them.